create a web page by using the form attribute, right? Form tag. By using the form, later what we need, we're going to frame that form, right? But if you want, you can use the input like text, USN number, anything. So we have a different method to create that form, right? So we have seen the date and month format, and we have seen the button, right? Then we have seen the cursors. So many things are there in order to create the form, right? Now we have created the form and we have submitted for the user. Now what the user is entering in that form, whether all the values, right, all the values what he's entering in that particular form, all are correct. For example, I will give like a Gmail ID, right? Gmail, enter your email ID. So what he will do, he will write just A B C D F G H I without giving a proper format of the email, and you're going to submit that form to the server, right? Is that correct? Before submitting that form to the server, that browser, right? Browser can pre-validate. Browser can pre-validate that form. Pre-validate in the sense what the user is writing, what the user is entering that form, whether it is correct or not. Best example is like as I said here, like email validation, right? So whether we are giving a proper email ID or not at gmail.com, right, or at edu.com, right, at edu or org. These are some of the valid mail IDs, valid mail IDs. So apart from this, if we try to give anything, so there only that browser should give like your what you're writing, that is wrong. Okay, it is invalid. Number validation means what? Number validation means four numbers, right? Phone number, in place of phone number, if we use the alphabetical letters, then it's a invalid. So we try to here in this particular concept, we're trying to validate the forms, validating the form and validating the number. Okay, we try to find out these two. Okay, validating form, why we need validator for validating the form? Before submitting that form finally to the server, before that we're going to check once whether all the details what the user is entering in that form is correct or not, it's valid or not. Okay, first we'll check validation. Okay, validating the form. Second, we check the number validating. Okay, these two we're going to check here, right? So I will close this. We will open the new notepad of type HTML, right? We will see here. Okay, title. First we see empty validation. First we see the empty validation. Empty validation means, okay, without entering anything, I given the form to the user. He has not entered anything in that form. He just submitted. Okay, that form should not submit to the server. Instead, some pop-up message should be displayed to that particular person that you have not entered anything. Okay, so first we'll see empty field. Empty field validation. Empty field validation. Okay, so for this we have to create the form, right? So I will close this head, then body, right? So h1. Okay, I'll copy the same thing, empty field validation, control C. Close this h1, then form. Now we just use the field set. Okay, you know the field set, right? So one particular box will be come under this. If you want, you can give, otherwise you can leave. I just giving this right, these tag names just to brush up. Yes, while creating the forms, we can use all these type of elements, right? So label, label, label. I will give name, then input type equals text. Okay, then ID and all we will see later. Input type equal to text, And what we want to display in the this one, we're going to use the name keyword, or you can use the placeholder, right? Name. I'll close this label, 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 then break. Okay, we'll use two break symbol there. So I'll copy the same thing. Control C, Control V. We'll use USN number, USN, USN. Right, input type text. Everything is same, but your name we have to change to USN. USN. Okay, then we will use the submit button. Okay, you need to use the submit button. So submit button input type equals submit, then value you want, what you want to display on the button there, right? So I will use submit. Right, this is what a simple form. It will create one form there, right? By the three form, right? By the three fields, yeah, right? So we will see this one. Okay, so close the body and close the HTML. We'll check whether okay. As program code.html, save, right? So go to the program code, open with Google Chrome. Okay, this we got, right? This form we have created. The field, by using this field set, we got the border out there, and under that border we have created these three fields now, right? So we need to validate now, right? Number. So name I'm giving like Vivek, it's taking, right? So USN, it's taking something, right? And submitting here. Okay, once I submit, you just focus over here, you just observe here. Once I submit, what you will find, okay, what value, what thing you will find here, right? I will use submit here. You can see submit, set name equal to Vivek and USN equal to something what I given there, right? But this form is not sent to other page to validate. Means this form, this value is there in the browser only. It is not sent for server side. It is at the client side only. Why? What is the reason? Because here we have not given the what method. Method equal to something like post method. Once I create, my form is done, I'm going to submit that to where? To server. So right. So that is the reason method is equal to post. Action is means I am not writing any PHP program, right? At the client server side program, I'm not writing. So I will use what? Hash symbol. Now you can see the difference there. I will refresh this. Now I will enter the value something. I will use the USN number something like something. I will submit here. Then you can observe here. You can see here. Submit. See? No. Okay, I will refresh. Wake version. Okay, submit. Okay, fine. I don't want that part. First, I will try to validate that one. Okay, first is the validation part. Okay, so this here, right? So now what we do, if I submit this an empty form, right? It should not submit there, right? Some message should display to me, right? As you are not entered any value. So first you have to first you enter the any value there, right? So what for that, what we have to do for that, we have to write the JavaScript. So script and I will use function. Right, function, sorry, we have to give the function name, right? Function followed with function name, then Here we have to give what? ID. With the help of ID we can access this value. So ID equals, I will give a. Okay, ID I will give a, right? So I want to access this input type. Okay, document dot get element by ID. So give the ID here, give the ID dot value, right? What is the dot value? So whatever the value I am giving here, right? Whatever the value I'm giving to this name, to this box, to this label name, it should contain some value. It should not what? It should not an empty. It should not an empty here, right? Document dot get element by ID a, right? This is the ID a dot value. Whatever the value I'm giving to this text box, it should not be what? It should not be an empty. If it is empty, then we have to what? One message should be displayed, right? In order to display a message, we have to use what? If condition. Okay, if this is true, if it is empty, then display this message. What message? Display this alert message. Display this alert message. That is like please enter name. Okay, please enter name. Fine. Then return false. What return false means? What return false will do? This is optional. You can write or you can delete. Okay. Return false means once it is empty. Yes, once it is empty. Return false means it will not execute the further. It will not execute the further code. Okay, it will stop that compile. It stop compiling this code. Okay, here only return false means. Okay, so if you want, you can do or you can ignore that part. As we are returning means once. Okay, now we got this pop-up message, right? We got this please enter your name means we get this one message there. Okay, means once we click that one, then again the code should execute. Again the code should execute means again this page should reload to enter the value, right? For that, what we have to do here? Again, go to the body. As I said, we are going to use on submit. And this is one of the property we're going to use in form events. On submit, right? On submit. There we have seen on focus. On means you submit this one, right? This function will again it will check. Okay, means it will reload first and it will check. Okay, on submit. Return ABC. Why return? Means here we have used the return false, so we are going to return this function again here, right? So not colon, right? So we'll check. So I hope you guys have understood this part, right? So here this is a normal code. We have created the form. So in order to validate, so which text box, to which label we want to validate, there we go. There we have given what? ID. With the help of this ID, I'm going to access this value in the JavaScript. Right? Function ABC I have created and I use this DOM element. Okay. Now it has checked now. Okay. This condition is true or false. Now we got. But okay. After checking this one, some message should be displayed to the user, right? Whether he has entered this proper value or not. To do that, we are going to use this alert message. And if this condition is true, then only this message should execute. That is the reason we have used what? If condition here. And return false if condition is true. Okay, this is if whether the person that user has not entered any value, then this code should stop executing. Stop here, right? Then when it should get execute start when it again start executing this form when we submit. When we submit that, when we click on that, again the page should reload. Okay, again the page should reload. Okay, and return ABC, again the cursor will move to this function. It will check whether there is return or not. Again it is not written, the same thing. it will loop. Okay, this is what we are written here. So save. Okay, saved. Now I will not enter any value here. I will submit. Nothing happened. Why? Okay, everything is proper, right? So script. Script.
The function for
Okay. Okay, we have opened two flower brackets, so we have to close the two flower brackets. So I missed closing the one flower bracket. So some mistake will happen in hurry. Okay, I'm not entering any value. You can see. Please enter the name. Okay. Once I click OK, then this page is reloaded and we can enter here. Right. So I'm just entering the USN number and not enter the name here. Right. So because we have given the validation only for name label, not for USN label. So what I will do, I just do some value for USN number now, and I will submit. See, please enter the name. Right. Now what I will do, I will just refresh this page. Now I will give the name here, but I will not enter any value to the USN number. Submit. It is submitted, because we have not given validation where to the USN number. If you want to give means, again you copy the same thing, same code here, right? Control C, copy this, paste here, change the ID, B, and copy this, whatever is there, right? Copy the same thing, Control C, go here, Control V, right? Change to B, save this, okay, refresh. Now you just enter the value Vivek here. Don't enter anything here. Submit. You can find. Please enter name, because the same thing I have copied. Same message here. So please enter the USN. You can see, save this. Refresh. I given the value here, but I not give any value to USN number. Submit. You can find. Please enter USN. This is how validating the empty field. Validating the empty field. I hope this is clear. Right, this is clear, I think. So I will stop recording.